Today we will be starting with linear equations. तो सबसे पहले we should know कि what is a linear equation. It is an equation in which the highest power of all the variables involved is 1. For example, x equal to 3. अब ये लीनियर इक्वेशन क्यों है? बिकॉज एज यू कैन सी द पावर ऑफ x here is 1. If we have x square equal to 3, this is not a linear equation because यहाँ पे power is 2. If we have 4x plus 3y equal to 8, this is also a linear equation. This is a linear equation in two variables. One variable is x, one variable is y. And since their powers are 1, this is an example of a linear equation. So what we understand from this is power should be 1 and there can be any number of variables. It doesn't matter if there is one variable, if there are two variables, if there are three variables. Now let's move on to linear equations in one variable. For example, we have 4x plus 7 is equal to 11. And now the question might ask us find the value of x. So in order to find the value of x, we need to know a certain number of rules. First is we can add, subtract constants on both the sides. Second is we can multiply or divide both the sides by a non-zero constant. The word non-zero here is very important because it means that we cannot multiply both the sides by 0 or we cannot divide both the sides with 0. Third thing which we can do is it is known as transposition. This means that we can take any element to the other side of the equation and once we take it to the other side, the sign gets reversed. This implies plus changes to minus, minus changes to plus, multiply changes to divide, and vice versa. Divide changes to multiply. We will be understanding all this through examples. The first example which we take is this. I will be explaining all these rules through examples. Now the question was 4x plus 7 equal to 11. Find the value of x. So what we'll do here is we'll write this, and now we'll subtract 7 from both the sides. So we get 4x plus 7 minus 7 equal to 11 minus 7. Our rules permit us to do so. So here we'll get 7 minus 7 equal to 0. So we'll be left with 4x equal to 4. Now what we'll do is we will divide both sides by 4. So 4x by 4 equal to 4 by 4. Notice here that 4 here is a non-zero number. It is not equal to 0. So we are able to divide. So 4 gets cancelled out. We get x equal to 1. So this is how you solve a linear equation in one variable. We can take some more examples. Another question can be 2x plus 7 equal to 4y plus 11. So what we can use here is transposition. We can take 2x to this side. So we'll be left with 4x is equal to 4x plus 11 minus 2x. Now see here, this sign of 2x was plus. Now let me took it to the other side, it changed to minus. I had mentioned this rule, it is known as transposition. So we get 7 is equal to, now 4x minus 2x will be 2x plus 11. Now here we can take 11 to the other side. So we get 7 minus 11 is equal to 2x. So we get minus 4 is equal to 2x. And from here, once we divide both the sides by 2, we get x equal to minus 2. So in this example, we saw how we can transpose the elements of an equation to the other side. And once we transpose them, we have to ensure that the sign changes. For example, here in this step, we have minus 4 is equal to 2x. So now 2x is basically 2 into x. So what I did was, here 2 is getting multiplied, I took it to the other side. So there it would be divided. So I get minus 4 by 2 equal to x equal to minus 2. Or I could have divided both sides by 2. Both of them will give you the same result. Whichever you are comfortable with, you can proceed further with that. So in linear equations in one variable, this is the method to solve questions. What you can do is you can bring the variable to one side and the constant to the other side. In this case, we had the variable in the left hand side and the constant in the right hand side, and then we divided both sides by 4. We could also have written this as 4x equal to 4. We could have taken the 4 here, it would have been divided. So x equal to 4 by 4, which is equal to 1. This is also acceptable. You can choose any of the two methods. And here also, you saw that first we took 2x to the other side. We took it here, and then we got the constant to the other side. And we had, towards the end, we had the variable on one side and the constant on the other side. So easily we were able to find the value of the variable. Now we will move on to linear equations in two variables. Such equations, the general form of such equations is ex plus by plus c equal to 0. A, B, C belong to real numbers. R stands for real numbers, and this sign is belongs to sign. And A and B are not equal to 0. So this means A not equal to 0, B not equal to 0. So let us take an example to understand this better. We can have an equation such as 2x plus 3y equals 7. This is an example of a linear equation in two variables. X is one variable, y is another variable. The power of x is 1, the power of y is also 1. So this will be an example of a linear equation in one variable. And you can frame infinite examples. Now we'll come to the graphical representation of such linear equations. We plot such equations in the xy plane. This is called the x-axis and this is called the y-axis. This is the positive side of x-axis, and this is the negative side of x-axis. Similarly, this is the positive side for y-axis, this is the negative side. So let us take this example. 2x plus 3y is equal to 7. Now how do we plot the graph? First we put x equal to 0. So we get 2 into 0 plus 3y equal to 7. 3y equal to 7. Now we'll take 3 to the other side, we'll get y is equal to 7 by 3. So the point will be 0, 7 by 3, which is somewhere around here. Now similarly we'll put y equal to 0. So we get 2x plus 3 into 0 equal to 7. X equal to 7 by 2. So the point is 7 by 2, 0, which will be somewhere over here. Let us name these points and this. Now that we have 2 points, make a line which joins these 2 points. Now this will be the graph of this linear equation. It will stretch infinitely on both sides. So what we can conclude from this is graph of a linear equation is a straight line. Now we'll try and understand what is a solution of a linear equation. Now we have an equation 2x plus 3y is equal to 7. Now the LHS is 2x plus 3y, RHS is 7. If I put the point 2, 1 in this linear equation, this means that x is 2, y is 1. So LHS is 2 into 2 plus 3 into 1. So equal to 7. RHS is equal to 7. So here we see LHS is equal to RHS. Now since you are getting LHS is equal to RHS, what does this imply? this implies that 2 comma 1 is a solution of this linear equation. Now this further implies that 2 comma 1 will be somewhere over here. It will lie on the line, representing this equation. All solutions of linear equation will lie on the graph representing the linear equation. And the converse of this is, converse means opposite. All points lying on the graph of the linear equation will be solutions of the linear equation. And solution is nothing but a point satisfying the linear equation. So the equation which we had was 2x plus 3y equal to 7. Now let us take some random point like 1 comma 1. So we'll put this LHS will be 2 into 1 plus 3 into 1, so is equal to 5. Whereas RHS is equal to 7. LHS is not equal to RHS. Now this implies 1 comma 1 is not a solution. This will further imply it will not lie on the graph of the equation. So now we move on to some special kinds of graphs. Special kinds of equations is a better way to term it. Like we have the xy plane. So equation of the x-axis is given by y equal to 0. Now what does this mean? This means that since any point on the x-axis will the y coordinate on any point on the x-axis will be equal to 0. So the equation of the x-axis is y equal to 0. Similarly, equation of y-axis will be x equal to 0. Since any point on the y-axis will have the x coordinate as 0. Now a line parallel to the y-axis will have the equation x equal to a. Now let us represent this graphically. X equal to a. So let a comma 0 be a point and it is x equal to a. So this will be the line. You can see this is parallel to the y-axis. Now similarly, a line parallel to the x-axis we will have the equation y equal to a. Now let a comma 0 be a point here. So this is the equation, and this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, this is the positive side of y-axis, this is the negative side, and you can see this is parallel to the x-axis.